trained, hopefully. Okay, so what we're going to work on today is actually just little bits. I'm not going to say they're kata because not everyone might know all the katas, but we're going to work on a few short combinations that we're just pulling out of kata. And this will hopefully help you as you work through those katas. If you're not familiar with them yet, that's fine. They're still kind of helpful just for sake of those movements and combinations. Okay, so first what we're going to do is work on a movement that you might recognize. All right, I'm going to do it to our familiar side first, then we'll go other side. So from here, everyone should get into a natural stance. You need kind of 1.5 steps to your right. Okay, so set yourself up so you have space to your right side. First count, bend the knees. Get on by right side. Each. All right, second count, the Heian Shotokan. You're going to pull back your front leg, pull back the front arm, strike downward Tetsui. Knee. All right, third count. Oizuki, san. And yame, relax. Okay, we got a few times, then I'll talk about your options for this movement. Ready? Same side, right side, bend the legs, get on the shoulder width. Ich. Second count, this hand comes back, strikes down. Ni. And stepping in, san. Oizuki. Yame, relax. Good, one more time, ready? First count, same thing, right side. Each. Nice and relaxed, we're warming up. Next count, pull and push. Ni. And san. Recover, once more by that count. Ready? Each. Knee. San. And recover. Good. I think we know this should be familiar for most of us, but I just want to watch. Same count. I'm just watching everybody. Ready? Each. Get on barai. Knee. Striking. San. Oizuki. Yame. Good. All right. One count. 1, 2, 3. Not with tons of speed, but smoothness. Smooth means don't freeze and stop in between. Ready? All one count. Each. As soon as you're done, you can recover back to your. Same thing. Ready? Knee. Recover when you're done. Still just about half power, half speed. Ready? San. Recover. 2 more by the count. Chi. Relax. And go. Relax. Good. Check it out. Okay. Couple of things to point out. I want you to, well, let me start with movement and then a little bit of bunkai. But for the movement, I've seen a couple ways of doing this. This can stay here if you want. Plenty of people never use a draw hand. We can talk about how that violates some general norms of Shotokan, but that's fine, I think, for sometimes. So you can just have this hand, that's fine. You can come usually at least back to the hip, over the head. It's a downward motion this way. We usually would say the target's collarbone if we're striking. This is our target, nose, chin, collarbone. So same height as your shoulder, not lower, not higher. So if you want, option is you can come kind of, some people like to come half or full face, almost full face, and use this hand as a draw hand. So from here, that's fine too. The main thing is that your legs come together and push apart. All right, a few more times, ready? This time, 5 times your own count. Nice and relaxed, okay? About 75% speed and power, 5 times. Ready? Hajime. Just keep going, 5 times total. Focusing on good form. relax when you're done. Just shake it out. All right. Okay, I think we're good, but I still want to watch real quick. Take a look at how we're doing, all right? Now, 3 more power and speed. Then I want to briefly talk about what we might be doing here, okay? 3 times, power and speed by my count. Every count, do that series. 3 movements, power and speed. Ready? H. Relax in between, wait for the count. Even though fast, still smooth. So try not to have too much of a pause between movements. Knee. Relax, as soon as you're done, you can recover a little more. Stop. Relax, good. There's actually a lot of different ways we can think about this. The main way, I'm kind of initially taught, and it's fine, is thinking about, breaking a wrist grab, that's fine. Someone, after you block, someone has your wrist. The idea of pulling away and striking is fine. The same idea is, after I've blocked here, could be a punch, something else coming in. So this is actually blocking. There's a video of Sensei Naka applying it this way, of blocking of here and striking. Another one that was interesting, a brown belt friend, when I was at Penn State, proposed this bunkai, which is really cool. And the idea is from here, someone's stepping in toward me and punching to the face. And as they step in punching, I step back and I'm kind of blocking this way, and then I step behind their foot. And as I go behind their foot, this is actually taking them down over my leg. So it's like block, take down. So all that is to say, have something in mind when you're doing this. All right, last 5. Speed and power this direction. All right, same direction. 5 times speed and power. Have a thought behind what you're doing there. Ready? 5 times your own count. Hajime! Keep the power out of your shoulders. Nice and smooth. When you're done your 5, just shake it out. Okay, so now we know what we're doing. We got the mechanics. Other side down. Okay, so this will be a little bit less natural. That's okay. Relax. Just get your breath. All right, so now make sure you have room to your left side. First count from Shizentai. Not straight here. Open up, shoulder width. Bend your knees. Get on the itch. Next count, the left knee, left hip, pull back, strike. Knee. Hammer fist, tetsui. 3rd count, oizuki, son. Good. Back to where you started. Same 3 counts, ready? First count, bend the knees, wind up, get on the itch. 2nd count, the hips get involved. Pull and strike. The feet, pull, push. Ready? Knee, pull, push. Oizuki, son. Yame. One more time by that count. Each. Block strong. Nice balance. Knee, pull, push, son. Yame. All right, 1 count. No power, no speed still. Maybe 75%, but just don't go too fast. All 1 count, all 3. Each. Recover as soon as you're done. Knee. Recover. Again, the kata, the timing is 1. So there might have to be a little bit of a pause here, but definitely as soon as you make those next 2 movements, they're immediate. Okay? Ready? San. Recover. 2 more. Shi. and go. And relax. Check it out. Okay. Okay, you know what you're doing now. You've got your movement. Try to think of an application. Thinking of blocking here, freeing the wrist, blocking up high, striking. So think about what you're doing. I'm still going to count so we can kind of stay together, but 5 more power and speed. Alright, Shizentai, ready? On my count, power and speed. 1 count, the whole set of 3. Hey! Relax for a second at the end, and then come back to where you started. Ready? Knee! Relax. Sentai. San! Relax. Chi! Relax. One more time. Go! And relax. All right, good. Just shake it out. All right. This is our first sequence there from Heian Shotokan. So next time you revisit that kata, hopefully you can do that a little bit even stronger. Okay, move on, different combination. Okay, instead of facing the camera, we'll be facing sideways. You can face the camera or sideways. All right. So from here, I guess I'm going to start off facing the camera. But all we're going to do is, actually no, yeah, this is good. Actually, we're going to do quick math, 4 movements. Maybe we'll do 5. Okay. So from here, I'm going to face the camera, my right foot forward. I want you to do the same. Okay. Right foot forward. Koku Tadachi, back stance. So make sure this is correct. Knees are nice and springy. All right. From here, we're just going to start in the position from Heian Nidan. All right. This is Heian Nidan arm position. Okay. Second count. Second movement. Ready? Knee. Third count. Striking. San. All right. Just like Heian Nidan, our back foot's going to come up. My knee is going to face the camera. Front foot sets up. Come to here. Ready? Ich. And now you know it's coming, right? Side snap, back fist, Shotokan. All 1 count. San. Very good. And Yame, back up to where we started. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So that's the movement. So now we're going to do it from Shizentai. Do a few times and I'll take a look how we're doing, all right? So, Shizentai, I'm facing sideways. You can do it however you can see best, all right? First count. Right leg out. This is the second side of hand you're not blocking. Ich. All right, second count. Knee. San. I like to do hammer fist. I think that's the way I've been taught. I feel like sometimes I see people punching. I want to say that Kata teaches it hammer fist. Whatever you've been told to do. All right. 1, 2, 3. All 1 count. Ich, ni, san. And then recover, reclaim kind of the same space where you started. All right, ready? Same thing. From here, Shizentai. Bend the knees, right leg, back stance. Ich. Next count. 2 movements. Ni-san. Next count. Back foot comes halfway up. Side snap. Shuto. Chi. So this is your chance to check your posture, your balance. Where are you? How does everything feel? And Yame, recover. Good. Same thing again. Ready? One more time. Right side moving out. Each. Check your balance. All right, now next count. 1, 2. Each knee. Next count. Finishing the combination. Ready? San. Step. Kick. Shuto. And Yame, standing straight up. All right. Hopefully you found your best orientation. Let's try it out. Ready? Just once by my count. I'm going to see how we're doing. Ready? First count, right leg out. Each. Next count, 2 strikes. Nisan. Next count, finish the combination. Shigo. And Yame, very nice. Good. Last one by that slow count. Ready? First count, right leg out. Ich. And 2 strikes. Nisan. 1, 2. And now finish your combination. Shi. Step. Kick. Shoot them. And Yame, back where you started. All right. 1 count, whole thing, slow. Okay, don't rush. This is your chance to get it correct. All right, Shizentai, ready? H. All 1 count, your own pace. Back stay straight, everything correct. Yame as soon as you're done. Relax, one more time, ready? Knee. Block, block, strike, and finishing here. Recover when you're done. You're good. Once again. San. Recover when you're done. 2 more by the count. Shi. Recover. And 1 more time. Ready? Hey, go. Relax. Shake it out. Okay. Now, all 1 count, speed and power. As much as you have right now. I'm not 100% warmed up yet, so don't break anything. Okay. Shizen tight. We're gonna do it 3 times by my count. Speed and power, then you got 3 more on your own. All right, same side, ready? H. Hold that last movement for a second, and then come back to your. Again, ready? Me. Relax. Wait for the last one. Here we go. Some. And chi. All right, you probably felt a few things you could do better there. I know I did. 3 more, your own count. 3 more, your own count, same thing. Ready? Nice me. Now when you're done, and just relax, shake it out. Okay, so I started that side because that's more familiar to our bodies, for those that have done hand Nidan a few thousand times. So now other side. Now you know what it's like to be a white belt. This is what it's like to do as the first time maybe. Now we have other katas use our left leg, but this is different. All right, I'm gonna face the other side. You face wherever's best for you. Natural stance, Shizentai. First count, bend the knees, left foot moves out, back stance, Kobutarach. Hands, you have to connect your hands to your hips, to your stomach. Make strong movement. Ich. All right, from here, block, strike, whatever it is you do, trapping, block, strike, blocks, whatever you like to do here. Knee. Second position, and san. Whatever you think of on this third one, make sure that back shoulder and back draw hand are tucked. Expand across your chest. Here, ready? All right, now we're got to kick behind us, right? Back knee, my right leg comes up halfway. It's going to face the camera. From my knee goes here. Front leg comes back to here. Each. Now, side snap kick while you make back fist strike, land Shotokan, san. And stand up, reclaim your space. Same thing. Shizentai, Look to your left first. Bend your knees. Block. Ich. So your left foot's out. Koku tarachi. Strike. Ni. Strike. San. All right. Back. Hip. Back shoulder and hip. Come up. Kick. And block. Ready? Ni. San. All one count. Shi. Standing up. Once more by that count. Then I'll see how we're doing. Ready? Look to your left. Left foot moves. Ich. Good. Ni. San. Next one's all one count. Step. Hands come together. Kick. Shuto. Chigo. And yame. Rook. Okay, stay there. I'm going to watch. Let's make sure we get same count. Ready? First count, just the block. Ich. Next count, striking. Ni. San. Good. Next count's going to be the kick. All one count. San chi. All right, good. Recover, yame. Nice. No one fell through a wall, so we'll call that a win. This is great. All right, shizentai. One count. Whole series. Okay? Controlled, relaxed. One count the whole series. Ready? Ich. Recover. Let's do two more, then I'll give you something to think about here. Knee. Block. Trap strike. Recover. As soon as you're done, recover. One more time to your left. San. Yame. Relax. Check it out. So that first movement, I said this in one of our recent trainings. I think that first movement of Heian is the most, if I had to pick one movement from our katas that I could use in real life, it would be that one. I think it's probably the most applicable movement. So what I like to think about is a punch, not a Shotokan punch coming right in here, but something coming in kind of from the sides, something coming in this way, and especially a human reaction of this. Heian Yondan, similar movement. So I'm thinking about this blocking. This is a rising block. And the other one is my forearm crashing into somebody. The fist is not a ready-made weapon. You can train for years. You don't really want to hit with the fist if you don't have to. Hurt yourself, hit someone else. It's not, you're not really meant to do a lot with this. The forearm, this is more of a ready-made weapon. So I think about blocking, and this is smashing into somebody. Ideally, neck, throat, but you can miss with this whole length of your forearm, and that's all good. You can miss anywhere like here, and that's still a problem. So think about that feeling when you step in. Even though we're here, it's this idea, it could be from front stance as well. Blocking, striking. So think about that one, all right? Okay, enough cooling down. Finishing a little more with some speed, ready? So I'm facing the side, shizentai. Same thing now. Left leg's gonna move out. Block, strike, nice and strong, right? Left leg moves out. Let's do one at a time, speed and power, okay? One count, just the block. Ich. Next count, 1, 2, nice and strong. Iso. Next count, 1, 2, 3. Cheap. All right, yame, relax. Okay, now you got it. Now that whole sequence, speed and power, by my count. Okay, here we go. Speed and power. H. Recover. That one wasn't great. Let's make this one better. Ready? Knee. Recover. Once more by my count. San. Recover. All right, that was 3. Give me 3 more your own count. 3 more your own time. Ready? Hajime. Yame when you're done. And just shake it out. Okay. Okay, moving on. As you catch your breath, stretch something. So now, next combination we're going to make, you'll need one small step behind you, and I guess 1.5 to 2 in front of you, okay? So make sure you have a little bit of room in front of you, a little bit of room behind you. Okay, so from Shizentai, we're going to step back with our right leg. Right leg's going to go back into Kokutsudachi, back stance. As we do that, hands come to the right side of the body. Reinforce, Morote Uke, reinforce palm. Back stance. Ready? Ich. Left foot's forward. Left arm is up, Uchi, and then this is reinforced. Okay. Second count, we're going to step forward. Nukete, right? Spear hand, of course, supported at the elbow. Ni. Okay, let me make sure you can see me. Last one, palm turns, the thumb turns to the left, I guess. This way. Hammer fist. Sa. And then Yame. We step right back. Just those three. I know there's a punch in the kata. We're just doing 3 movements. All right, ready? Shizentai. A little bit of room behind you. Ready? First count. Right leg back. Ich. Step halfway through. Block. Strike. Knees hump. Now, twisting down. The hand kind of stays here. It stays right there in space. Your back comes up to meet it, and then comes to your hip as you finish the strike. Ready? San. And Yame. Step back. Shizentai. Once more by that count. Right leg back. Ich. Blocking. Step. Halfway through. Pressing block strike. Knee. So, this turns the halfway point. It's probably the small of your back. This hand is at your shoulder. Continuously moving. Finishing Tetsugi, hammer fist. Sa. Chi. Relax. Okay, I'm just going to watch real quick. Ready? First count, right leg back, blocking. Ich. Second count, step in nukete. Ni. Good. And turning. Some. Yame. Step back. Good. One count, all 3 movements. No rush. No rush yet. Ready? One count, all 3. H. Your goal, be balanced and set on that last movement. Yame, relax. Shizentai, ready? Hey. Somewhat straight. Good, relax. Again. San. Right, keep that back straight. If your back is tilted at all, and then you rotate, that's really going to throw you out of whack. You have to be straight up and down, and then rotation will not throw you off balance as much. 2 more. Shi. So again, at the end, shoulder, elbow, shoulders this way, elbow this way, really squeezing the shoulders behind your back. Once more, Shizentai. Ready? Go. Block. Straight. Relax. Okay. Three times by my count, then 3 times your own count. All right? Here we go. Power and speed. Don't fall over. Power and speed by my count. 3 times. Ready? Each. I can feel it didn't rotate fully there. Too much short there. Okay, again, ready? Hey! Rotated, good. One more time. Ready? Stop. A little over rotate. That's okay. All right, 3 more. Make them better. 3 times power and speed, your own count. Ready? Hajime! Relax when you're done. Shake out your arms and legs. Okay? Let's bounce ourselves out other side. Okay, so this will be a little bit less natural. So take your time and be forgiving of yourself. Shizentai. My hands will relax to the left side of my body. Left foot's going to move back. Back stance. My hands eventually kind of come together. It's almost like a sliding down your arm feeling. This way. Back stance, Morotuke. Itch. So right leg is forward. Back is straight. Block. Step. After you hit the halfway point, block, strike. Nisam. All right. Your palm will turn down. Okay. It rests on the small of your back, sliding out, Tetsui. Song. Yame, relax. Try again. All right, ready? First count. Left foot back, back stance. Itch. Good strong block. Step, block, strike. Beep. There's other applications here, but I think for teaching the kata, that's the easiest way to think about teaching, right? Now, if the thumb is up, the thumb would point to the right side of your body. Go down. Strike. Chi. Yame. Once more by that count. Ready? Left leg back. Ich. Stepping in. Knee. All right, turning. San. And chi. Okay, once more by that count. Ready? I'm just going to check us out. Ready, ich, back stance. Stepping in, nukite, knee. Big turn, san. Yes, it's confusing, it's tricky. Good, recover. All right, not bad. Not perfect, not bad. All right, 1 count, all 3. No power, no speed. Ready, ich. See, my left hand kind of floated somewhere funny there. Let's make this one better. Shizentai. Again, slowly, all 3 counts. Knee. Recover. Again, Shizentai. San. Recover again. The idea is from this position, it's like someone's holding your hand. You can't move it at all. So think about just turning it and the back comes up to where it is. So it's like this is where it was, you know? So it's kind of like it just stays there. So if that helps you think of holding that wrist in place, then try that. One more time, ready? Go. Relax. All right. Whatever your best speed is without falling off your feet. 3 times by my count with speed. 1 count means all 3 movements. Ready? H. Recover. Make each one better than the last one. Ready? Nip. That's close. Recover. You can give yourself a pause between each one. You don't have to rush through all 3. Ready? Sa. And recover. All right, 3 more your own count. Speed and power, 3 times your own count. Ready? Hajime. again, I like to check myself constantly, get feedback on really where I am. Ready? One more. So that feels under-rotated. My floorboards didn't help me, but I think it was. All right, and relax, just shake it out. Okay. Stretch out what you need to. Okay, this one, our next combination. I'm trying to kind of pick signature movements from each of these katas, but you don't have to know the kata to do these drills. They're just a few techniques. From here, Shizentai. So I'm going to have us do this a little bit differently. All right, so if you know the kata, this will be different. If you don't, doesn't matter. This is all new then. All right, so we're going to bend our knees as we always do. Step out, left leg, front stance. You've got to give yourself the opportunity to use your hip. So it's okay to load the hip and the weight on your right leg and then push in. Don't jump off my foot. I don't know if I was moving. I felt like I was. Don't jump off the back leg, but from here, as you do this, this will come in for our next drill as well. I want everyone, like rising block, right arm, open. Left hand is low, kind of like a low gate on, open hand, gate on, shuto. So you're basically going 1, 2. Rising block, shuto uchi, strike, knife hand strike. Neck height, rising block, okay? So once again, just watching me. 1, 2. That's what we're doing. All right, let's do that a few times together. Ready? First count. Bend that right leg. Right arm comes up. Each. Left arm is just kind of relaxed. Now, step in left foot. Rotate the hips full face. Strike, block. Ready? Deep. All right. Relax. Just a few times. Same thing. So the first count is right leg, right arm. Each. This is just opening. Step, block, strike. Knee. Last time, yame. Last one this side. Ready? Each. Knee. All right. Many of you know what's coming. Just 2 more techniques. Maegeri chudan. Then we're going to go, this is part of the kata. Blocking, covering, and then striking. Watch me one more time from here. Everybody just Maegeri chudan. Ich. Switch your hands from here. Block or cover or grabbing a head or whatever you like to think about. Down, left hand down, right hand comes up high. Now easy. Step, kosurachi. Strike. Knee. Yame. Let's try again. Make sure you have room, kind of 2 steps in front of you. Ready? First count. Ich. Most important, right hand up. Now step left foot. Strike and block. Knee. Kick. San. Switch your hands. Chi. Step, strike. Goal. I think you can see me. Rub, recover. One more time by that count. Ready? Ich. Knee. Kick. San. Switch hands. Shi. Step into kosurachi. Strike. Goal. Yame. All right, one more time. Ready? Let me see how that's looking. Might not be perfect, but that's okay. Ready? Each. Set up that block. Knee. Step in and strike. Yes, so front stance. Very good. Now kick and hold. Knee. Kick. Switch hands. Sump. And step in kosurachi. Shi. So you're in kosurachi at the end. Right leg in front. Right arm. Back fist moving down. Give me elbow feeling. Other hands on the hip. Good, recover. That was better, that was good. Once more. So, one count now is going to be 1, 2. Let's try that. Ready? One count. Right arm comes up and strike. Each. Good. Second count is going to be kick, switch, and strike. Knee. And I'll say, Yame, when you're done, anyone less familiar, I don't need you to do this perfectly. So if you're less familiar, as long as you're kicking and you end up somehow striking here, I'm happy for now. Okay? Ideally, we're going 1, 2. But as long as you end up right leg forward, right arm, back fist strike here, that's great. Once again by the count. Ready? You should have 2 steps in front of you. First count is going to be set up and strike. Ich. Second count, kick, strike, knee. Recover. All right? Slowly all one count. Slowly all one count. Following me. Ready? Ich. Just finish Kosadachi. Stop yourself for a second. Make sure your balance is good. And then recover back. Shizentai. Ready? Knee. Set up. Strike. Good. From here, kick and strike. Knee. Recover. Good. One more time by that count. Same 2 counts. Ready? H. Set up and strike. And step in, strike, front stance. Good. Second count. Kick and finish. Knee-san. Not bad. Good. Recover. Whole series, 1 count. All right? Shizentai. So, all 1 count, the whole thing. Do best you can. Ready? H. Not doing speed and power yet. Just getting to that point. Recover. So as soon as you're done, once you have your balance, come back to where you started. Ready? Knee. Recover when you're done. Ready? San. She got 2 more. If it helps, once you've struck someone here, maybe you're close enough to knee them, maybe you're kicking them, but if you knee or kick somebody, then they might be here. So you can also think about this is getting the top of a head down, striking with the elbow, or here. Or the person's still vertical, and after you did this, they're punching and you're blocking, striking. Could be clearing. But make use of that left hand. 2 more. Shi. Recover. A little off balance. Let's make this one better. Once more slowly. Hey, go. Good. Relax. All right. Now, whatever speed and power you can do correctly. All right. 3 times by my count. 3 times by my count, speed and power, then you get 3 more on your own time. Shizentai, ready? Speed and power. H. Recover when you're done. Shizentai, relax. Knee. Recover when you're done. So this movement, if you can, very fluid. So. Yame, relax. All right, 3 more. Your own time, power, and speed. Ready? Rip. Keep thinking of where you can improve it for yourself. And relax when you're done your 3. And arms forward. Okay, so your homework after this is other side. Okay, so I stayed on our dominant side from Heian Yondan. Seem very familiar, so if you can, work on the other side. Last combination. All right. This feeling of set up and here. similar feeling on our setup here. All right. So from Shizentai, we're going to step in left leg. As we step in, same setup, different execution. Block strike instead of block strike. Okay? So you can see we have sequential katas, similar setup, different final position. All right, so from here, left leg, it's going to set up the same way, full face position, left foot front stance, same hand position here, block to the face, strike or reaching low. Ich, Zenkutsudachi, full face, Geidan, Joda. Good. From here, the way I've always done this is I go from front stance over. Recently, I'm seeing some stay on the same line, so whatever you prefer. All right, so from here, back is straight, hips rotate back, my foot has to come over, not that much. Back stance. This, I think, is the hardest technique in all our katas or Shotokan to connect with our muscles. This. The hands are so far apart. These muscles are really stretched out. It's hard to have this be strong. So you got to work on it a lot of reps. Don't make it too much of a rounded motion this way, as more of a linear, this way, might be better than that feeling. All right, too much talking. So we're here, left leg is forward. We're just gonna finish the kata. Step up, feet come together. All right, this isn't the way we teach it, but it's the way I'm doing it right now. Switch, face the other way, Sam. Okay, so we teach it, we kind of move in before our hips overcommit here, but for right now, this is good. Now, bend the knees, right leg sneaks in, strike, however you like to strike and block. Neat. I like to think that I'm either striking a leg or maybe just reaching. I like to think that I'm reaching and grabbing behind the knee, and I'm got that body, I'm pulling that foot back, that leg back. As I pull their leg back, this is helping make sure that they go down. I don't have to pick their leg up to here. I just have to pull their weight here. This is for follow through. Chi. Okay, recover. All right, so that's our movement. From here, starting again. Right arm comes up, striking the Heian Godan. Ich. Second count. Back stance, so your weight comes back. Back stance. Blocking here. Knees, block, strike, strike, block. Stepping feet together. Sam. Sheet, we're just going to set up other side. Open your hands. Control your weight. Striking in. Sump. Grabbing the leg. Chi. Recover. Once more by that count. Ready? So same setup we've been doing. Left arm is low, right arm is high. Strike. Ich. Think about grabbing behind a leg. Pull. Mate. Feet come together. Sam. Let's just turn, face other direction. Sam. Open the hands, drop your weight. Chi. And again, grabbing, goal. Recover. All right. One count is two movements now. One count. 1, 2. Ready? Each. Next count. Stepping straight up. Next count. Let's just turn. Switch our hands. Face other way. Some. Next count. 2 movements. It's going to be strike, pull. Some. Recover. Ready? Same thing. 1 count, 2 movements. Each. 1, 2. Knees stand together. Some. 1 count, 2 movements. Chi. Really hard. Try to get the hips all the way forward and then half face. It's too easy to like chicken out, not have the hips all the way committed. Recover. All right. All one count. Slowly, no power, no speed. Ready? So when I say all one count, watching me. 1, 2, come together. Then just do it on the side. 1, 2. No power, no speed right now. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Ready? Each. In, then back stance. Coming up. Other side. In, back stance. Make sure this back arm isn't here. All the way behind you. It's not necessarily overly important for your application, but for the overall health of your shoulder joint long term, you want to keep working on flexibility and strength in your body's kind of full range of motion. Okay? Again, ready? Knee, set up, strike, hips all the way in, back, other side. This is where I struggle. Try to get that hip all the way in and then back. Recover when you're done. Again, by that count. Ready? Just want to see how we're doing. San. All movements. Good. Front stance to back stance. We step up, switch sides, and then step in, front stance to back stance. Ian, you're doing fine. I know this is a kata you haven't done before. Good. Recover. Shizentai. Again, by that count. Ready? Shi. Recover. If anybody wants to just do the stance, the footwork, I think that's great too. Once more by this count, slowly. Ready? Hey, go. So front stance to back stance, if you just want to do the feet. And then same idea. Full face front stance to back stance. Recover. Okay, shake it out. So, let's try fast now. A little bit of power and speed. Then we'll finish up with some double Nihons in honor of Debbie, all right? So, power and speed. Focus on your legs and hips. Your waist down is most important for this movement. I'm not too worried about this stuff. If you can move your body weight with balance, that's good. All right, Shizentai. 3 times by my count, power and speed, the whole set. Ready? H. Think about what wasn't good there. Think and try to make it better this time around. Ready? Again. Knee. Recover, relax. Once more by my count. Ready? So. All right, 3 more your own count. 3 more your own time. Ready? Let's rip. Make sure that hip commits all the way forward each time. Hey, good, yummy. And relax. Shake it out. Again, if that last one was a little bit different, new for you, that's fine. If it didn't come together perfectly, no problem. It's okay. All right, so one last training together. Finish up, make sure we're all sufficiently out of breath. So, do double Nihon Zukis by my count. Just watching those that aren't familiar. So we'll start Yakuzuki position, front stance. 1 count is 4 punches. Half face, full face, half face, full face. Okay, so it's Nihon Zuki twice. All right? All right, let's try. So everyone, front stance, Zenkutarachi. Right hand is out, left leg forward. On my counts, so this is as fast as you can go. Speed and power, full speed and power. 1 count, 4 punches. Ready? H. Nip. So. Chip. Go. Rook. Teach. Hutch. Goop. Two. Hey, hold that position. One more count of 10. Ready? H. Keep going, power and speed. Knee. Try to keep that front knee stable. Sa. G. Go. Rook. Teach. Hutch. Two. Two. Hey, yummy. Relax. 10 seconds, get your breath. Okay, same thing on the side, then we're done. 2 count, 2 sets of 10. Okay, right foot forward. Zen Kutsurachi. Find a good comfortable stance. Left hand out. Right leg is forward. Ready? 1 count. Use your hips, not just your hands. Ready? 1 count, 4 punches. H. Knee. So. Chip. Go. Rook. Teach. Hutch. Go. Jump. Hey, 1 more count of 10. Speed and power still. Ready? H. Knee. So. Sheep. Go. Rook. Teach. Hutch. Go. Two. Hey. Hey, yummy. And shake it out. Very good. Finished. Arms back. So. Good. Twisting. All the way wall to wall. Good, relax, feet apart, legs straight, fold your elbows and down. Just breathe, relax out. Up and back. All right, that's it. We're finished. Let's bow out. Feet together. Stretch. Ready?